So you asked me about like what IBT, integral breath therapy, has meant in my life. I've thought about, what that, how I might describe that or articulate that, and I really realized I came in, like not knowing a whole lot. Just started in 2005, and I think what I wanted was, let me try this as a way to treat my depression. So I'd had many depressions in my life, really not knowing why. I sort of knew some of the reasons why, but so I had really intense experiences and intense healing experiences, and I think I came away thinking like I had found the answer. And I did it for a while, probably after that, but kind of life got in the way, and then I kind of went back to kind of the same old pattern. So, but I wanted to come back to it because I could just feel it had something in there for me. And what I think I like about it is just that it's not about thinking, it's about the body. And so when I came back to it in terms of training, and actually came back to it when I was depressed, and it actually took a while for whatever shift to happen in me, so kind of get out of that depression. But when that shift happens, I made a decision I was just going to breathe every day. So I breathed for, I think it was 270 straight days between like the third module and the fourth module, and I lost 60 pounds, did a lot of walking, and so it was it's just, I was like reborn. And I think what the difference was the daily practice of it. So for me, there's the kind of the workshop kind of experiences where you have a specific intention and a specific thing you're working on, but the idea of doing it in a daily process and making it a practice, that's what I think has made the difference for me. So I had a gap in that 270 days stopped at some point because I got busy, and then I ended up gaining all the weight back, and but I wasn't depressed. It was like somehow I had a different relationship with the depression. I didn't make a story about it, but I just at one point I said, I'm just really tired of carrying this on, so I said I'm going to start breathing again, and I did, and I think I've been breathing about 2.5 years every day, 30 to 60 minutes. And it's not something I can point a finger to and say, well, that particular breath session did something, but it's the idea that I've made it a practice, I haven't had a depression for 6 years, and there's a knowing in me that I will never be depressed again if I stick with the practice. And it's not something that's a burden to me. It's what I tell people when they ask about it is the idea is to have no expectations of it. Like you're not doing it for something, so it's not a chore, it's more of a respite. It's like a space in the day to be with myself. So mostly when I do, my daily breath work, it's more of a meditative kind of breathing that centers me and, puts me in my body. And I still, of course, come to see you, Carol, every 6 months to do leadership, and then it's all kinds of new learnings take place, and as I'm there right now, and new learnings are happening, in this very moment that were surprising. So there's two ends of it, kind of like the surprising things you can uncover and integrate, and then there's also the daily practice aspect of it, which for me is kind of the main thing, and what I want to be I want to be this, what do I call it, a missionary for the breath. And I guess this is my first act as a missionary for the breath. So it means a lot to me. Any other questions?
Thank you, Alan Niebanck, for inspiring us all with your story. Thank you.